Hey, what's going on, guys? Got a special show lined up for you tonight. Got a guest lined up. Let's head over to the roll call here and see who we got in the chat. Open the chat real quick, guys. Okay, we got Chris Gerwitz in there. Oops, minimize my chat. Steve Farms, Peter Griffin, Chris Gerwitz, Andy Ritchie, Mama's Mini RC. Move this here. Mitchell, Z's RC. I think I might have missed some, but I'm trying to keep the chat or trying to kind of keep it going on because I don't want to keep my guests up too late. Mama's Mini, you're new, I think. Welcome. Steve's Farms, you're new. Welcome. And then all my regulars, glad to see y'all back. So, so tonight, yeah, we got a guest, and we're going to be talking about the MN82 there. It's another release from MN. So I will go ahead and pull up our guest here. Where is it? We got Ruben from Northwest Adventures. Oops, here we go. Did I say that right? Northwest Adventures?
Northwest RC Adventures, bro.
Northwest, that's right. I'm sorry, bro.
RC, yeah.
How you doing, man? Glad you could come.
Pretty good, man. Nice to join you today. Pretty awesome.
Awesome. I wanted to have you on because you got your MN82 far before I did. So you've had a lot more run time with it than I got to do with. So figured I'd kind of let you do the talking about it. But first, I'm going to do a few little questions so that people can get me. How long you been into RC?
Ever since I was a little kid, probably when I was between 10 and 14 years old. Then I kind of stopped doing the RC thing, and I just started back on like say about 3 years ago again. Yeah.
Nice. What really brought you into it?
I mean, I really like my. I started watching just random RC videos during the pandemic times. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. I should maybe give it a shot one day, see how things work out.
Nice. What's probably your favorite brand, do you think? I mean, is crawling basically your favorite thing, or do you like crawling, trailing, or?
My channel is mainly based on trailing or overlanding adventures, but I do a lot of comparison tests as well, and I do openings, unboxing, reviews. I also like to use comparison tests. You've seen a few already. Every time I get a new rig, I tend to compare them to whatever rig I have to show how it performs compared to the other one. And but my main thing is trailing and overlanding. That's what I focus on most of the time. Adventure videos, stuff like that. But I'm open to a lot of stuff. I mean, I've been looking at rally cars. I'm looking at drift cars as well. But I just haven't gotten to that point yet. But I've owned a few drift cars and I've owned a few rally cars myself, and I sold a lot of them because I wanted to focus on the crawler slash trailing type vehicles and more scale because I'm more of a scale guy. I like my cars to look as realistic as possible, when I'm out there driving around and doing my videos. It's just my thing.
Yeah. I think that was one of the things that really drew me in on a lot of your videos was how like scale a lot of your trucks were. And like we were talking before the stream started, I'm a driver guy. Got to have a driver in my truck. A lot of your trucks have drivers in them, along with a lot of other scale items. So your videos sucked me right in.
Yeah, I have drivers of all sizes and shapes, man. I have a couple of 10 scale vehicles. I have a TRX4 Blazer, a '79 Blazer, a black and red version. It's got full interior that I put in there a year after I bought it. And I have a bunch of like, I collect GI Joe figures, and I also have a lot of NECA stuff like movie figures like John Wick, Terminator, um, and just get a lot of movie figures as well. And I like to use those on my videos when I do them. Like I posted a video not long ago where I put my GI one of my GI Joes in there, Mutton Junkyard and Outback, and I kind of just go over the snow. It's kind of stuff I like to do when I'm out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Having a driver really kind of like helps my imagination, kind of like suck me into the whole hobby. Having the drivers and all the scale features really immerse me into it. Especially if I'm having like a bad day, I'll take one of my most scale trucks out. Boom, they all the everything's gone. I feel great. So let's go ahead and start talking about the MN82. Let's get your initial thoughts on it. Um, Go ahead. I'll just kind of let you just go.
Well, when I first saw the truck on AliExpress and I saw the price, I'm like, damn, that's a bargain. It's super cheap. But and the truck is so nice. But at the same time, like, I don't know if it's gonna be any good though. It'll probably be a really bad truck, but for the price. It's definitely gonna be a cheap RC, and it's a nice body, but the electronics will probably be really bad and not very good or high quality. But I went ahead and took my chances and I ordered one and see how it worked out. I figured why not? Only $50, give it a shot and see what happens. So as soon as I got it, it took a while to get here. They had to cancel it twice, and I had to call. It was kind of a headache, but eventually got here after a month. I ordered it from China, and as soon as I opened that truck, I'm like, God, this thing is just really nice, man. Like I was surprised with how scale and how well they did the truck and how all the details and the color and everything is actually painted. It's not like it's not like plastic. So looking at all the details, like, it's actually painted. So they did a really good job with it, man. And I really like it. And
Now, did you
I'm
get
starting
just the red one? Did you get
yeah,
just
I got the red one. I was gonna order the yellow one, but then after all the headaches I had with it, I just went ahead and got the red one. I figured I'd get the yellow one in another occasion. I just want to at least have one to show and run around and show all my videos.
okay? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, worries, all good. And yeah, like the interior and everything was really nice. The only problem is the interior is smaller than it is in a 112 interior. You can't fit a full 6-inch figure in there. So basically, what I did was I got one of my GI Joes and I took the legs off and just put the torso in, put the elbow out. That's the best I can do. I mean, if you have like a 3.5-inch figure, like a Star Wars figure, or like a smaller 3.5, 375-inch figure, they'll fit in perfectly. It'll be actually you can actually put the whole figure, it'll be in there, it'll sit down just right. But it looks a little weird because it's smaller. The vehicle is so big, so it looks a little awkward. So I figured, well, it's not. It's I can fit the driver in there, but not big enough for the scale of the truck. So I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna cut my GI Joe in half and throw one in there. But I didn't really cut it. These guys come apart, so I just kind of just remove the legs from the body and just got you in there, and it works just fine. On my
Yeah,
big
you don't
rigs
have to
go,
destroy them.
yeah, no, I don't. I collect them, so yeah. But yeah, on my big rigs, on my TRX4, and I also have the Red Cat, the Gen 9. They both are big vehicles, so I can fit a whole figure in there, no problem. And that's where I usually like to run them because when I run my Gen 9, I put 4 figures in the truck and like a whole crew in there, and I just drive it around. I have a couple videos of my Gen 9 fully loaded with people and scale stuff on my channel, and I also have a few videos of my Blazer with figures inside. The Blazer's covered. You can see the figures, but not 100%. You can see their faces, but like not like in the Gen 9 because the Gen 9's got a cage over it. It's an open cage. You can see everything in there. It's really cool. Right now, the Gen 9 is under mechanical intervention because the transmission, two-speed transmission, stopped working. It's not shifting, so I have to work on that and fix it. And my TRX4, I've had it for like 4 years now, a long time, and the locking differentials gave up or not working, so it's kind of stuck in lock. I'm trying to work on that. So I've been kind of doing my videos, trying to work on my bigger rigs so I can do videos of those. Hopefully around the time the FMS FCX10 comes out. So I want to use my TRX4 Blazer 10 scale to compare it to the FMS FCX10 Blazer. So there's going to be two Blazers basically. That's what's going to happen. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of the plan right now.
yeah, yeah. Um, how far did you tear down the MN82? Have you like taken the body off or anything?
I took the whole body off, removed the top body because the only way to get to the interior is to remove the whole body from the top and then unscrew the interior from under the body to pull it down, to put the figure inside, and then plug it back in. So it takes a little finagling with it, but I think it's only like to take it all apart. It's probably like 6 screws, 6 or 7, 6 screws I think for to remove the whole bottom part of the vehicle and then just pull the top off and just to get into the interior. And the electronics are basically as soon as you pull the top off of it, the electronics is laid down in front of you right there, right away.
Is it a two-piece body? I didn't even look. Is it two-piece body or one piece?
No, it's basically you got your top and your bottom. That's it. So this whole
Oh,
part,
really? That's all
this
one
all comes
piece.
out, and the
I know, like their
chassis is
like the WPLC 24. The bed disconnects.
oh, no, this is all the bed and the body are connected, so the whole thing comes out, and then you get the entire chassis in the bottom. So
Boy,
yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah,
those tires are way better. Those tires look so much better.
yeah, dude, they're really nice, man. They're great. They're one
Yeah.
inch tires, like I
Um,
mentioned, but they're so soft. You can actually stretch them out and roll them over the stock rims, and they'll fit just fine. These tires come with two different types of foam. There's soft foam and a firm foam. I'm using the soft foam on these because it's more flexible than the hard foam, and they work just fine. And the tires are like super, like really squishy. Like you see how soft they are. See that? They're great, man, for out being outside and doing stuff. So I
I
definitely
could
recommend you.
literally hear how sticky they were when you squeezed them. I could literally.
Yeah, that's good. You see, yeah, they're just awesome, dude, and they're
Oh
cheap. 12
man,
bucks for a
I'm
whole
gonna have
set.
to get me a set of those.
Yeah, 12
I,
bucks for a whole set. That's a deal, man. Good deal.
I've got a set of metal bead locks coming for this. Made for this truck. Um, but man, I might as well just get some of those and just put those on the
Yeah,
stock.
they have a very nice, like aggressive, like tread. You see that? And they're super, super soft. Like
Did you have
I
to
like them
glue
a
them?
lot.
Do they slip at all, or
No, dude, the tires are so
well, because you had to
sticky.
squeeze them on?
Yeah,
So
I just like yeah. What I do is stretch them, and I tuck them in to the rim of the truck where the gap is where the wheels go in, the tires go in,
yeah, yeah.
and the tire is so sticky and it's so grippy that it just skater. It doesn't even slip or anything when it's wet. It's just perfect. I like the way it turned out really well. And they're cheap. You get 12 bucks, you get a whole set. You get it come with two different foams. You got the firm foam and you have the soft foam. And these are 68 millimeter tires.
Now, do you have a stock tire handy by chance? Or do you know what the
No,
size of the stock tire is by chance?
I think they're 1.2 or 1.3, I believe. But
So
they're hard.
roughly close to the same
They're
size
hard.
as those, because those look right. You know,
No, these are not the right size. They're actually smaller.
those are
These are 1 inch tires. They're 1 inch tires. They go on like on your regular like your FMSs or your TRX4Ms. But
they
like I
look
said, they're
really
so
good
soft.
on it.
Yeah, they're so soft and so squishy that they just they'll get right in and they'll just stay there. They won't move at all. They're just really good tires.
Now, did you happen to see on your box that there is a pro version coming out?
Yeah, dude, I was surprised. Oh, it's a pro version. It's a silver colored one. It's really cool.
I'm assuming, since it has the pictures on the side of the box, I'm assuming the Pro version comes with oil shocks, metal axles, and metal drive shafts. Those were the three parts listed on the side of the box.
Yeah, that's most likely what you will come with. I think the electronics will probably be the same. Who knows? Maybe they'll upgrade them, but I don't know how much more it's gonna cost. I mean, with the upgrades for
Well,
$50, I'm gonna say like maybe 80, 70, $80 maybe.
yeah, I'm betting $80 for it. But
Yeah.
it would be nice if they took, like on my last episode, I did the MN128. Um, uses the same remote as this, but that has a fantastic drag brake. It has like the mode that goes high, low in this, on the MN128, like the high mode is a trail mode with no drag brake and it's fast. Low mode is a crawler mode with a heavy drag brake and a lot of torque. I mean, all they need to do is just switch it to that and then add those parts, and boy, it would be a really nice truck. Really nice truck for $80.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people upgrading their vehicles. Most of these channels are from like China or Japan. Most of these guys, don't have their own accents. So they have like just letters. You just gotta watch what they're doing. But I've seen guys do a lot of work with these guys and change electronics. That's how I found out about the TRX4M shocks. You can actually fit them on here. It's pretty cool for those who have a TRX4M, and these guys can
Yeah,
swap out.
elaborate on that. Like we were talking about about the shocks working on this. Go ahead and tell them
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. So I found out through another channel, a Chinese channel, I think it was, that you can actually run the TRX4M shocks on these guys. So basically, if you want to swap out the stock friction shocks and not to find, do go with the upgrades, and that might take a while to get to you because they're from China, so it might be a month before you get them. Easiest route to go is like in Jira or like Amazon and find some shocks for the TRX4M. Fit right in on both sides. If you have a TRX4M, like I do, I have three of them. I love them. They're pretty cool, actually. Anyway, so what you do is remove the if you have already upgraded your TRX4M with oil shocks to another type of oil shock and remove the stock oil shocks from the TRX, you could use those stock oil shocks on this and then make two and run them like that, and it'll give it a lot better suspension. So you can use your TRX4M shocks that come on the TRX4M, or you can buy a set that are for the TRX4M and will fit right into the front and the back of this model.
Yeah, yeah, that's huge too because the suspension isn't terrible on it in the front. Are you running the stock battery?
Yeah, still I haven't changed it. It's still the same one.
Okay, so I had the stock batteries, and since I own several MN trucks, I had a bunch of 1300 milliamp ones that were the same plug. So I threw one of those in there. Fits in there exactly perfect. It's like it's cut for one of those. And with the added weight from that heavier battery, the front suspension worked a lot better. And it kind of evened out that little bit of a sag it has in the back. um, but it still was a bit bouncy because it's not oil, and it was rattly, because it's a hard body. So
Yeah,
oil shocks is the way to go. And then it would
for sure.
be and like I said, no drag brake. It being a trail truck, no drag brake. That's a big one for me. Are you going to upgrade your electronics?
I was thinking about it. I was looking at what I can run in there. I was looking at some options that I might consider. First, the Hobby Wing 1080. I think it'll fit really well in there with a Dumbo RC remote or controller and receiver combo. I think I ran that setup on other rigs that I've had in the past. Like I ran a setup like that on my EZRC Bronx, and I ran a setup like that on my Toyota FJ Cruiser that I had from a while back ago. We're talking like 4 years ago, a little over when FMF really coming out with their skill rigs. Remember those like the EZRC,
Oh yeah, yeah.
the white, yeah, those. I had one of each. when they first came out, I liked them a lot, and they were cheap at the time. So I bought the Land Cruiser, the white one, the Patriot. Then I went from there to the blue FK Cruiser, the blue one, not the yellow one. And then from there, I went ahead and I bought the last one I bought was the Chevy, the K10, the Glacier.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the Glacier is one of my favorite trucks. Yeah.
Yeah. I sold mine because I wanted to buy newer vehicles. So I sold a lot of my old EZRCs and FMS trucks to buy newer rigs. So I don't have them anymore. But I just have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of those FMS rigs back like just
Mhm.
before I started doing my YouTube channel where I was just getting back to the RC and driving around and crawling and stuff. So I got rid of all these rigs and I decided to start fresh. First with my first rig I got basically to start my channel fresh was the TRX4M Defender when it first came out back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I got the green body. That was one of my first videos that I posted on my channel. And then from there, I get a custom yellow camo trophy defender that I made. I made a video like a tutorial how to paint it and how to do all the work, and I posted that, and I did a few videos of that. And then from there, it just went on and on. From there, I got I started moving on to the FMS. I got the Blazer shortly after, and I got the LC80, and I've had 3 TRX4M since they first came out. So I have one standard one, I have 2 high trails. I have the Ford and I have the Chevy, and I like them a lot. They're really cool rigs. Like I mentioned earlier, when we were talking, they're all on trail gears because I do a lot of trailing videos. So they're not the best rock crawlers, but they're really excellent on the trail. They run really good. They're good for
Mhm.
video, and
Mhm.
I lowered one of my high trails to standard height, and I have one at high trail level, and that's pretty much what I've been running so far. No new rigs as of late, besides this MN82. That was the last one I got.
I uh I think I'm going to get an FMS ESC and put it in mine. You can pick them up for
Yeah,
like
that might work
yeah, you can pick
for
them up for
sure.
I think $24 through FMS or for RC, and
Yeah,
it'll
you
bind
can
right
buy
to
like
your
the whole.
Blazer.
You can buy the whole combo basically. I think you buy the receiver combo and the controller for like $40. I think.
Yeah, yeah. But you can get just the receiver if you want, and you already have an FMS truck, so you can just bind your K5 or your LC80 right to it. That's what I did with that WPL Jimny that I got. I threw an FMS ESC in it and just binded it to one of my remotes. Super smooth. That will really open this truck up. I think putting a different ESC will really just make it come alive.
But you will, just so you know, you will need to buy. Well, I don't know if you can buy the cable by itself, but if you go to RC all wheel drive on Amazon and you look for the steering servo for the FCX
I
24.
bought a big bag of them, dude. I bought a big bag of them because I'm gonna switch all my little trucks over to FMS trucks, yeah, to the ESCs. But yeah, I
Yeah,
ordered
no,
that
I'm
ESC and I
talking like
forgot about that. And I got it and I
yeah,
was doing all
no,
the wiring and then I got to that point and I was like, oh shit.
yeah. So when you buy that RC all-wheel drive steering servo for your FCX 24, it comes with a little adapter that goes into the actual receiver. So you get your standard 3-wire servo, but you also come with the adapter that you plug in your 3-wire servo in to fit into your little FMX receiver.
Wow, I would have rather have gone that route. I wish I wouldn't have bought that big bag of standard ones. Because yeah, I had to cut
Yeah,
them and
so
like,
yeah,
connect them.
yeah,
I would
you
rather
have
have
to.
just
Yeah,
plugged
I
them
mean,
in.
the
That's way
problem is that
better.
yeah, for sure, save you a lot of money too. But yeah, that's the best way to go. Cause it has the adapter pretty much already, and just stick it right in. You stick your cable to the connector, and then you connect that into the actual ESC on the FMX LCX24. Easy money, easy money.
Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. I guess didn't even think about that for just a direct. adapter for them because they're so popular. I
yeah.
should have known
So
they'd be out there.
yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna buy a few of them actually. Just have them on hand because you will need an adapter for both the steering servo and for the two-speed servo because they both have the same type of little connector.
Yeah, it
So
was like
if you have some of those
SMP2
on
or
hand,
something. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So are you going to keep your axles stock, or are you going to go with metal straight axles, or are you going to switch to portals, or
Are you talking about the MN82?
yeah,
I think it'll be stock right now. The axles are actually the differentials are actually metal already, so they're okay. And I don't plan on swapping out the axles or anything. Pretty much, mainly just focus on wheel tires and the electronics possibly in the future. But as far as it is right now, I like the way it is right now because for what I use it, for like training videos, I think it's okay because I won't be doing crawling or anything crazy with it. So I think
now
you'll be okay.
for
Yeah.
I think $15, I think it is on Amazon, you can get the conversion kit to change the front steering linkage to metal. It replaces the cups and the steering rods and all that with metal. I ordered that, and it should be here, I think, tomorrow for mine. It greatly increases your turning radius. Yeah, and the other problem that these MNs will run into is that the cups right here are, they're plastic, and as they spin, they wear, and they'll cause your tire to start wobbling left and right. But that kit eliminates that, and like you said, everything else is metal. So really, that's the only upgrade you need to really do to these, other than tires, is I would say a mandatory thing would eventually be that metal steering kit, just because you will start to see some play in there. But for $25, you can get the plastic portal kit, front and rear.
That's pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
for $45, you can get the all steel portal kit, which I'm debating whether or not to do because they have a red set that was like about the same color as our truck. And I'm like, man, that thing would look sweet on some red portals sitting up high because it would lift it considerably.
yeah, I like the straight axles on this one. I like the way I like how scale it looks that way.
I do like how
It looks
scale it
really
is.
good.
Well, I'm thinking about ordering a second one and doing, leaving this red one scale. I'll probably get the metal straight axles for it. But I'll probably get the tan one and do portals and some aggressive tires, and a different ESC, um, and really see what we can do with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing. If I get the yellow one, I'll probably just repaint it, do something special with it. Like I was thinking about doing another Forest Service vehicle, but Toyota version,
Yeah,
or maybe Army vehicle, or like a different like Army colored vehicle, something different. And I'm sure you've already seen my Forest Service blazer I have got custom painted for the
looks
channel.
great.
Yeah,
Looks great.
yeah. Show it to you guys so people can see it right there. See it? Yeah, I did
Looks
all the
awesome,
painting.
man. You did a great job.
I painted this. I painted the inside of the grill to black it out. I put some white wagon wheels, and I kept this part white. I got a little roof rack on there, a little antenna.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you did
did
a
a lot of
great
custom.
job,
The
dude.
whole body, I bought a the whole body was white, so I just painted it like that. And then these are already from eBay. They're good for they're not water type. So you gotta put water on them and put them on. They're a pain. They're kind of a pain, but once you're on, they look really nice. You got my stickers from FMS or a couple sheets to replace the bagging. So I got the bagging back here and the bagging here. But yeah, that's it. The Forest Service truck, man. I painted the back here silver and my handles I painted silver. Just a lot of little details that go
Yeah,
into it.
yeah. I was literally driving my K5 today, and I just today noticed that why didn't they make the handle silver? I was like, man, that bugs me now. Really bugs me now. I'm gonna have to chrome mine.
Yeah,
But
I the first laser I got was a brown and yellow one before I got this body to paint it. And as soon as I got it, I painted those little handles silver and the handle of the back silver as
yeah,
well.
I
I
need to
like
do
like
that. It's bugging me now. Um, I gotta say, dude, they hit all the marks on this for detail, though. The
oh
dual
yeah,
gas tank
this
caps and everything chromed. The only thing that's
yeah,
missing,
dude.
the only thing that's missing is the windshield wipers for some reason.
Yeah, that's the odd part right there. I know there's somebody out there that does windshield wipers for these, but I don't know exactly who that person is. I heard about the person. I have to find out. Might be someone from Etsy. There are a lot of people in Etsy that do a lot of creative stuff, so
That's
you can
true.
probably find something there. I tried putting on because my Red Cat, my Gen 9, comes with replacement windshield wipers, and I tried to see if I could fit them on here, but they're too big. So I don't know how you can fit. They're too big for the truck. Yeah,
You know, worth trying at least.
yeah. I just kind of put them on top, see what how. Because in the Gen 9 it looks so small. I'm like, maybe they're just undersized on the Gen 9, but once I put it on this little rig, I found out, oh no, it's too big. Not gonna look right. So yeah,
I mean,
for
yeah,
sure.
it's decent. It flexes decent,
Hmm.
for what it is.
Yeah, it's a great little rig, man. I really like it. It runs really well. It's very balanced, man. It's not tipsy, man. Like when you're on the side hill, it will just stay planted. It won't
Oh
flip
yeah,
over.
yeah. It's got a low center of gravity to it. It's pretty wide. Um, as far as the tires go, yeah, they do suck. But as far as like RTR tires go, they're about run of the mill. Uh, they're they could be softer. They could be grippier, but who the hell keeps their stock tires? So but yeah, you know, electronics, I'm satisfied with them, because they're very responsive. Um, great slow crawl, great slow crawl with it.
Yeah,
But
I was pretty shocked about that when I tried it, and like, dude, this thing modulates pretty darn well for a cheap truck, for a cheap RC truck. Like, wow, pretty
right, for
impressive.
a $60 truck, I barely squeezed the throttle and it started rolling. I was just like, damn. I was like, that's responsive. I was like, I've had trucks that are $100 that don't have that responsive, that kind of modulation on the remote.
I mean, my TRX 4Ms are 150, and they're a pain in the butt, especially when you're crawling. They're just real hard to deal with.
Right.
But
And
you know,
on top of that, you get a nice bright light kit with it. I
yeah,
mean,
those
those
lights are
lights are
really nice.
nice and bright and the right color for the truck.
Yeah, they're very scaled and look really good on that truck. That truck it just looks all around cool wherever you take it. It just looks really darn good, man.
Yeah, it is. For $60, you're getting a hell of a deal. I would have liked to have seen the doors open, but whatever.
Yeah, I was crossing my fingers that they would, but they didn't. So I guess we have to sell with the opening back end and the hood.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and the hood does a pretty good job of staying shut. It likes to,
Yeah, it
you hit a
won't.
certain amount of pressure and it kind of snaps shut on
Yeah,
you.
it won't. Yeah, it won't pop up either. Like if you roll over, it'll just stay put. It won't open up. Like with the FMS LCA, I rolled it over and the hood opened and batteries pop right out. So I can put it back in.
Yeah, lots of trucks that have opening hoods. That's like their big downfall. That you're trying to film a video as the hood's like. I didn't have any. But I shot a video today, no problem. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Actually, uh, so is this your first MN truck or?
Yeah. First
Oh, it
one
is.
I've ever owned.
Oh, really? Really? So you don't have an MN99?
No, I saw it. I thought it was cool. The Jeep Cherokee one. I wanted to get it, but then I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought about it, but eventually I never got it. But I like Toyota, so as soon as I saw this Toyota, I'm like, nah, man, I gotta at least give it a shot. It's so nice and getting scale, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Now I have the MN78, which is the Jeep like Cherokee looking one. Um, that was like their kind of like first to jump into like this size truck, you know, and its
Yeah.
transmission was geared kind of wrong. It's way too fast, way too fast. I put a Hobby Wing 1060 in it with like a fly sky receiver, and still hard to get a slow crawl with it. uh, it's just geared way too. It looks super scale. The doors open, the hood opens, the tailgate opens. Got interior. It just needs a different motor and transmission in it, you know. But it's basically this truck with a different body on it. Um,
Yeah, this truck is handles very well, and I like the way it runs. I mean, I've seen other reviews, and a lot of people are pretty impressed with how well it performed compared to
yeah,
its previous versions of it.
yeah, yeah. Everybody that I've seen reviews on it is like, whoa, I was not expecting this kind of performance out of a $60 truck. You know, it's leaving you, you know, the parts for these MN trucks are so cheap. I don't know if you know this or not, that all the MN trucks are compatible with all the WPL trucks. So all the parts that work
I've
on
been
WPL work on MN.
I've been noticing that lately. You know, 'cause I've been looking at a lot of stuff for the
Yep,
MN,
yep,
and a lot of the same stuff fixed WPLs. I'm like, okay, it must be swappable.
yep, yep. And WPL,
So,
they make some really good, like, they make some really nice kits, you know, that have some good parts. And like the servos, they have like a 20 kilogram servo that's all metal. That would work in this truck. Um,
I was thinking, you know, would be cool. We could fit a WPL winch on that bad boy. I think it would look nice.
yeah, yeah, yep, yep. I've got the WPL FJ40 kit, I think it is. And I was so impressed with that kit, man. It was like all solid metal axles, like a 20 or 25 kilogram metal servo. It had a real wood bed that you had to assemble yourself. Um, full interior, engine compartment under the hood, really soft tires with foams that were great. You know, I mean, the whole kit was fantastic. And it was $100, like $109.
That's a
So
good deal.
yeah, and it's way bigger than this truck, way bigger. And the doors open,
Yeah,
like I said, doors open, hood opens, you know, full interior. So they do make some really good stuff. And like same with MN, they make the MN86 kit, which is kind of like their flagship kit. It's a full kit. You assemble the axles and everything yourself. And um, but those are really scale. You know, all the doors open, hood opens, you know, tailgate opens. That's what I was really hoping on this one, to have the opening doors, just because like all of their
yeah,
other like super scale rigs have opening doors. You know?
yeah. You're so used to having the opening doors. It was kind of weird, probably for you to not have opening doors on this particular model. But all around, it's a really nice rig, man. I really like it, and I do plan on making more videos with it. I just haven't gotten out lately because you know the comparison tests I've been doing and stuff. So hopefully sometime next week I'll be able to take out an overland adventure of sorts and see where we go. End up going. You know, there's a lot of nice spots out here to have a little fun with your rig.
Oh, absolutely, dude. You got some beautiful scenery out there. I'm so jealous. I mean, we got good scenery here, but we got a lot of bad weather here too. So, but
Yeah,
those 5 mil, I'm excited for those 5 millimeter, 7 millimeter hex adapters we have coming. That
yeah,
is
because
going
I
to
have
be a game
so
changer.
many. Yeah, I have so many wheels and tires that I can fit on it with a hex size. So I'll have a lot of options to swap out the wheel and tire combo.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And wheel weights and you know all sorts of options you're going to be able to add now.
Yeah, and also, you know, with Injora coming out with the 1.3-inch top wheels are taller now, and the
Yep.
bigger tires, dude, that's a lot of that's a good size for this one.
Yep.
I think it'll look really good. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, that's a huge one for any of you guys out there with WPL or MN trucks and stuff. You know, on AliExpress you can get 5 millimeter to 7 millimeter hex now. That'll slide right on there, and that's going to open you up to a whole bunch of new tire sizes for your trucks. So Ruben and I both ordered some. I ordered the standard hexes and the wideners. Did you just order the standard, or did you get the wideners too?
I ordered 2 sets of each.
2 sets of each?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because if I do get the other yellow one, I'm probably gonna use the other set for the yellow one. So yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. I have a whole bunch of MN and WPL trucks, so I'll be able to use the other set on something. If they end up being something really good, yeah, I'll order more. Do you order from AliExpress often, or?
Yeah, man. I ordered a lot of stuff from AliExpress. And it's so cheap. The only problem is that they take a while to get here, man. Could be 2 or 3 weeks, sometimes a month before I get anything from AliExpress or Banggood. My go-to is usually Amazon because there's a lot of warehouses nearby here, and a lot of stuff is like next day or 2 days, so it's a lot faster. But they don't have all the stuff that Endura has. So like right now, they just maybe yesterday, I just started seeing the silicone inserts for the 1-inch tires on Amazon, and I ordered mine like a month ago, almost from Endura official in China. So whatever whatever is in Endura right now, it's probably not out on Amazon yet. It might take a while before it goes from there to Amazon. Once it gets to Amazon, though, you get stuff quicker. But right now, a lot of the newer stuff getting Endura's busting out, like these like burnt metal rims. Have you seen those?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those and these silicone inserts that I was just telling you about. They were in Endura's website like a month ago, and now they're just showing up on Amazon. So if you want to get like a newest and greatest stuff, I'd probably go directly with Endura. They might take a while to get here, but you'll get them before a lot of people would through Amazon. If you better want to review anything or make a review video or whatever, that would be a way to go at least to show something different or new. You know what I mean?
You've never had any issues with AliExpress, just other than the length of time it takes?
They canceled a few of my orders a couple times because of X amount of reasons, and then I call them and they say, "Oh, there was a mistake," and we're sorry, they said it was on the way, like your MN82. They sent me a message that it was canceled and we're not going to receive it. And I called to see what's going on, and they apologized. They said it was misunderstanding. Like it's on the way now. It should be there in a week or two. They told me.
That's
So
so
just
funny.
stuff
I
like
got
that.
like the same story with Bangoods. Like I pre-ordered it like a month in advance, like you did. You ordered it like the next day after me, and I, they said it was shipped out, and then it said it wasn't. So I got a hold of them, and they were just like, "Oh, we're sorry." Same thing as you got. But I eventually ended up canceling it, and I ended up ordering mine through Amazon. I paid a little bit more, but it came.
Yeah. Yeah, usually it'll cost a little bit more on Amazon. That should be guessing me earlier. Like sometimes, like a lot of Endura stuff will cost the same price in Amazon as it would through Endura Direct. And but sometimes if the Endura Direct haven't posted their newest stuff on Amazon, if you were to find them on Amazon, it might cost a little bit more money than you would pay through Endura Direct. But once they're on Amazon, your price is the same on both ends. The only difference is that Amazon is here, it's faster, and you get things quicker. Obviously, you're still waiting 2 to 3 weeks to get something from out
Right.
of the country, China. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I recently started dealing with like Banggood over the last few months. I was always sketchy of them, but so far everything's came that I've ordered. The boxes are usually pretty smashed. I don't know if your MN82 box was smashed. Mine half
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. What's funny? What's funny? Like, I'm gonna say almost a year ago. I bought the LDRC Unimog from from AliExpress when it first came out. The Unimog. Have you seen it? LDRC.
Yeah. 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 I know that one.
Gear RC Unimog, I ordered it from AliExpress when it first came out. When I bought it back then, it was $75. I paid $75 for it, free shipping. And they sent it. It took a little while. It got delayed. And when it got here, it had no box, man. Like there was no box. It was just the shell and the truck. The shell and the truck inside of it wrapped in paper and some tape. Dude, like, what's going on? What happened here? I called them and they apologized. Oh, you know what? I guess um, customs or something did something with it and got all messed up. So what happened is I got the truck first and I got the controller and all the other stuff like 2 days after, man. In a separate packet. It was weird. That was the weirdest thing that happened to me. I told my wife,
Nice.
"Oh my god, I can't believe they did this to me." Not waiting another day, give the controller and all the other like the instruction manual and everything. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only time I ever had that problem. Other than that, everything's been pretty solid. Also, I did see the that I know you were in the live stream, but RC had that live stream with that Jeep, the Thunderstorm, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually was out on AliExpress like since last year. It was on for sale. You can actually buy it since last year for
Yes.
sale before
I
yeah
saw
before it even
that. I
showed up.
saw that.
Yeah, before it showed up on RC, it was for sale for months and months ahead of time through AliExpress. So it's funny
I
because
would have
a lot
bought
of
it, but
times,
I assumed it was just a repainted one. I didn't know they changed the electronics like they did.
no, no, it was completely upgraded, man. When I saw the
Yeah.
first early reviews on that, I was very impressed that they had the FMS ESC and the controller, like the new one, not the
Yeah.
old one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool,
So
man.
that's
I
very
mean,
interesting. I'm gonna have to pick one up.
I don't have a 2 speed. It's just a stock 1 speed, but man, that thing's like it's waterproof. It handles well. It's got a really awesome crawl. But yeah, they were selling these months ago on
Yep.
AliExpress before we even arrived at FRC. That's why I asked Joe, like, hey, dude, these have been out
Yeah.
for months. You guys just getting them now. They never got back to me, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Sometimes they get stuff earlier over there than they do here in the United States. Because a lot of
Yep.
these companies are from China, so FRC is from China. I mean, Injura is from China. They and AliExpress and Bangai, I assume they're from China, and they get all their stuff way before Amazon gets it here and for a cheaper price as well.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Um, so what time are we at? All right, we're creeping up on an hour, man. I usually like to keep these around. So final thoughts on the MN82, and then we'll kind of go through the last little bit of the stream here.
Yeah, no problem. No, Final Thoughts, I like it, dude. It's a great little rig. I like it. It's very scale, and I have a lot of cool plans with it. A lot of videos coming up with it, and just a lot of cool stuff I'll be doing with it. Besides all my other rigs, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, don't expect it to be a crazy crawler, if you pick it up, and at the $60 price range, that's leaving you a lot of room for upgrades, um, whether you want to go with the portal axles, or pick up the TRX for them, shocks for it, what do you think about taking these real quick about taking the spring suspension off the rear?
Yeah, they said it helps make soften up the rear end a little bit if you take those springs out and run
You haven't
the same
tried it
shock.
yet, though?
No, but like I mentioned, I'm gonna probably swap out the stock shocks for TRX4M shocks and put them on here and run it that way.
Yeah, I'll probably order a set of those after the stream, probably, just because that's
Yeah,
my.
don't order the 58 millimeter. Those are super long. They're for like lifted trucks, so you don't want it'll look a little weird. Just order the stock standard ones. I think they're 53 millimeters. That's the standard size for your TRX4M.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, no, I gotta say for the price range, and the performance you get out of it, I'd say they pretty much nailed it. They hit all the points on the looks. It performs decent. Way above its price point. It performs, way above its price point. So yeah, for me, it's a win. Definitely. Um, so real quick, next we will go over the spotlight, and it's actually somebody that I know personally, Crawling Chris. He's a personal friend of mine. He picked up, that was his first FMS truck. I think he got it in a mystery box, and
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's really sweet rig. He took that picture, and I think FMS actually even commented on it themselves. That trailer he had matched the color of it perfectly. So, and the angle he did it, looked really cool. You know, that's another really scale truck that's fun to drive, man. If you're looking at scale trucks, dude, that Magnum is so fun. Yeah, really fun scale truck.
Yeah, it looks really nice. When I first saw it a while back ago, I'm like, that's a pretty cool little rig. I think there's a lot you can do with that. I mean, if you're trailing, it's good trailing, right? I mean, the only thing I like about these is they're too slow. And for what I do, in my videos, I need a rig that can go at good speed consistently. And these guys are super nice and they're very skilled, but they're not fast enough for me to make any video with them because it'll take forever to get from one point to the other. So
Yeah,
I
the
gotta have the
Magnum.
rig to
Yeah, the
yeah.
Magnum actually has like a digital like 2-speed kinda, and it's the slow speed is slow and really good modulation, and the fast speed is like double that. It's like it's pretty peppy. They definitely designed that one for some good trailing. It's not like K5 fast by any means. But it gets along pretty good. Yeah. Uh, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's a
like
great
I
scale
like
rig.
yeah.
The Fair RC Rusted Mod version. If you were going to buy it, I would get the Fair RC Rusted Mod version. That looks amazing.
Yeah, I've seen them all, man. They're all really nice, and I think they're excellent little rigs. Like I mentioned, a lot of these rigs aren't as fast as I would like them to be because of the way I run my videos and do my stuff. But they'd definitely be nice if you could make a really slow, maybe trailing video.
Yeah.
But like, I like to keep my rigs at X amount, a certain speed, so I can keep up with them with the camera, be able to follow them back and forth.
Oh yeah.
If it's too slow, I could be standing around forever, following it down the lane. I had got a problem with the K10, and I had got a problem with the Patriot and all of my older FMS rigs and easier to see rigs. So I sold a lot of them. I even had the Rock Band at some point. I bought the Rock Band from Hobby Plus. I bought the Scooby Doo version, the Mystery Machine. I bought it. I did a couple videos with it, but it was so slow. That every time I went to go and do like a training video, it would just look really boring. Just kind of going really slow. So like I had to get rid of it
Yeah.
and
The
a
Rock
little
Band
faster.
is really meant for a crawling like area or a small course. It's slow. Yeah, it's real slow. It's not a trailer.
So
Yeah.
that's why I like the FCX series. I think they're really good. Um, and I'm definitely looking forward to the K10 that's coming out here by the end of the month. I found out it's coming out February 29th. That's the release date for the FMS FCX 18 K10. I
Yep.
found out by another YouTuber.
And then we got the K5 coming out a little bit after that, which will be. Are you going to pick up the K5,
Yeah,
the 10 scale, or?
you betcha, brother. You betcha. That's
Me
that's
too.
on my that's on my list because I want to do a comparison test with my TRX4. That would be a good comparison test. It's
Yeah,
they're the
yeah.
same truck,
Supposedly, from
same.
what they told
They're
me of the
pretty much.
specs on it, it's supposed to
No,
be
the
really
specs
good.
are. Yeah, the only difference between that and the TRX4, the TRX4 got locking differential, so does the FMS. The TRX4 also has a high and low speed, so does the FCX10. The cool thing about the FCX10 that the TRX4 and 4, not 4M, don't have is that you can run it on rear wheel drive instead of all wheel drive. So you can run rear wheel drive only. You can switch it to all wheel drive, so you'll run all four tires.
Yep,
It has locking dips and it has they call like a I forget what it's called, but when you turn around, your tire locks up
Oh, dig?
Make a really, yeah, it has dig.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
only,
yeah. It's going to be impressive. Yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be very impressive, and I'm
and it's
looking
going to
forward
be
to
a
it.
good price point too. You know,
I don't know what the price is yet. We have no idea, but yeah.
it's like $450.
Okay, so it's about $500, $50 less than the QRX for fuck's sake. Yeah, so my Blazer cost me $500 when I bought the Blazer, the QRX One.
So they're 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 gunning for them, man. They're gunning for them. So
Yeah, yeah. I don't know when that one's coming out, but I already know the K10's coming out the end of this month. So I'm
yeah,
looking forward to
yeah,
that one for sure. I already saw the colors on on the FMS site. There's a yellow
yep,
and white. There's red and white classic colors,
yep.
and you got this black with either orange or red in the middle. That's the one I like the most. The one that all black with the red or orange
The
stripe
yellow
in the middle.
one really appeals to me. That yellow one really
Yeah,
appeals to me. It looks very
it
classic to me
really
too.
it really caught my eye when I saw it. But then I already have a yellow rig. I have the FCX18, so I wanted something different color. And my first favorite, I'm gonna say, is a yellow one. I really like that one a lot. But then again, I saw the black with the red stripe in the middle. I thought that was pretty cool as well. So I'm gonna see which one of the two I pick up, and we'll go from there. And the wheels are also bigger. They're not 1 inch. I think they're a little taller. I think they're as big as the Rock Band wheels. They're like 1.2 or 1.3. They're a little taller than their standard FCX 18 wheels, as far as I've seen, at least on the pictures I saw on FMS.
Nice, nice. So, all right, man. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up. I really, really appreciate you coming on tonight, man, and walking us through the MN82. Um,
Yeah, man.
like I said, you had a lot more run time with it than I've had. So, and I value your opinions because I've watched your videos and I know that you know what you're talking about. So, um, yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, man. Any final thoughts? Give your channel a shout out.
Shout out to you, Devo. And shout out, yeah, Northwest RC Adventures. You guys want to come check out my videos, you can come. So you go to YouTube, Northwest RC Adventures, and you'll find me there. And I'll be posting a video here either from between today and tomorrow. Will be another video up. There'll be a comparison test with the new Endura silicone inserts that they just released. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. And right now, there's a couple of more videos that I posted, so you can come through and check them out whenever you want, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm super looking forward to that inserts review you're going to be posting, man. I'm really looking forward to that. So, so
I'll be working on that as soon as I'm done with you.
awesome, awesome. All right, well, everybody, thanks for sticking around, listening to us jabber on, and thanks to Ruben. We will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.